What is up, knife community? This is Blade Love coming at you from the Sharpest Edge, and you are in the man cave. Well, today I would like to speak about my favorite knife line, or I should say one of my favorite knife lines, Cold Steel. Particularly one of their line, which they call their flagship line, the SRK series. This is the SRK search and rescue knife, currently still today issued to the Navy SEALs in the Buds class. And after that beautiful knife they brought out, they decided to create a compact version. It's a very cool one as well. Both of these steels are SK5, by the way. And then they decided that they would go to knife designer Andrew Demko to create a folding blade that very much resembles this blade, but has its own characteristics. And the SR1 was born. And it's a very nice piece, very simple. Andrew Demko is basically a minimalist in his designs. Likes to keep things quite simple, which is very elegant in my opinion. And he actually kept it very much like the Big Brother. Now, the SR1 series also has an SR1 light. And I don't know why they call this light, because this sucker's just as big and hefty as the original. So, before I get into a little bit more talking about the SR1, let me share with you some information I got from the Cold Steel site, which I'm going to run with a little video montage. And please feel free to hit the pause button, because unfortunately I couldn't get it to run longer than 3 seconds of snippets. So if you want to read it, just hit the pause button on each one and read to your heart's content. And I also added the specs, so check it out.
How you doing? 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 How you doing?
The SR1 is one of my favorite carry knives. The SR1 Lite is the one that accompanies me the most. I just actually purchased the SR1 proper, and it is just as beautiful as the light. Surprisingly, as I said before, the light doesn't seem light compared to this. They both are quite hefty. But the one thing I really enjoy about carrying the SR1 styles is that it really fills up the hand. It actually gives you the feeling that you're carrying a really decent knife that's just as sturdy as a fixed blade. And with that triad locking system Andrew Demko designed, you're not getting any play off that blade. It is just unbelievable how it is designed. And it's beefy, and that's what I like about it. I don't like an EDC knife that is too small nor too large. And this, for my hands and my purpose, is just about the perfect size. And I love carrying fixed blades as well, as you guys have seen in prior videos. But the SR1 Lite just really has a good feel. Forward and reverse. And the SR1, just love the way that snaps out. Just feels good. And like every single cold steel knife razor sharp right out of the box. I don't think I've ever had a bad knife come from cold steel. I'm sure other people's experiences will be different, but I have many cold steel knives in my collection, and not one has ever failed me. And it just, I mean, even their pocket clips are beefy. Everything is perfect. I mean, it just, with the SR1, it is a totally excellent EDC carry knife, if this is the knife or the kind of knife you're looking for, because this knife can jump from hostile environment to business environment to construction environment to just everyday carry, whatever you want it to do, because it was designed for the military. Lots of military people that I personally know carry them and love them. So that is about it for the SR1. And I'll be back with a few thoughts after this. You know, one of my true enjoyments out of life is collecting knives. Going to knife shows, talking to people about knives, swapping knives, buying knives. I rarely ever sell knives these days, unless it's a personal trade or sale to obtain another piece that I'd like. I truly enjoy it. It is one of the greatest things. And bringing knives onto video through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and now Vero is really cool. And I am the person that does that. Everything you see comes from me. I have no backup person, no videographer. I do my own videos. I do my own editing. I'm just me, my own person. I'm not doing this to beg for knives. I'm not doing this to get freebie knives. Everything you see is purchased by me or traded by me or obtained by me in one way or the other through private or personal sales. That's just what I do. I'm an avid collector. I absolutely adore knives. And I just, the same way I am with firearms. I love firearms as well. Although I'm afraid that my knife collection is taking over and will surpassing my firearms collection, which is okay with me because as I get older and I get joint pain more, and after my heart attacks and health issues, it's been more difficult for me to really get out to the range and do the walking that's required and get out there and really enjoy it like I used to. But I still do on occasion, which is good. But the knife community and going into the shows, that's what I really truly enjoy. I love interacting with you folks in comments. I love hearing opinions. I love to hear different views, different opinions, and the most awesome thing about the knife community is the diversity. I love hearing about all kinds of knives, folding knives, fixed blade knives, swords, machetes. I love even watching some of these bushcraft videos with the knives. The only thing that drives me crazy, and it's the only thing that still drives me crazy, is knives aren't meant for prying. There's still some people out there that think that it's a good idea to take a knife and pry with it. No. Batoning even is a little of a no-no, depending on the kind of knife you have. But to me, that's a whole different world, and I really don't need to do that. But I'm sure there are some people out there that live that kind of world and need that kind of tool. So that's all well and good for them. So that's cool. That's what I say, that the knife community is one of the greatest, most diverse communities in the world. I mean, what better thing to bring the whole world together than a common cause, a common purpose? And we all create knives all around the world: Africa, Italy, Germany, Japan, Sweden, Portugal, I've heard of Patagonia knives. I've heard of all different kind of places. United States here, Russia. There are even Middle Eastern knives, Pakistan, Wazirabad, even Taiwan, and other great places. It's a great hobby. It's a great life to have if you're really into it. And if you get really into it, you can spend a lot of big bucks, like gun amount big bucks. I mean, some knives really run up there. I mean, they can range into the thousands to, I've seen knives go for 75,000. I've seen some knives even go for 175,000, depending on their maker and the age and the museum piece qualities and things. And swords go even higher than that. I mean, it all depends what your level is and what your level of income is, and what your level of interest is. Some people like great race cars, other people love great knives. Some people are into guns, other people love knives. It's just what your personal preference is. And like I said, the wonderful thing about this community is the diversity and seeing what everybody likes. There's Spyderco, Benchmade, there's Buck, there's Cold Steel, there's Medford knives, there's all kinds of different knives out there, Spartan blades, K-Bar, Camelus. I could keep going on. And there's people who love one particular company above all others, and that's wonderful too. It's an awesome thing. So I guess I'm going to wrap this up because I could talk to you guys all night. But I'm just going to say, I hope everyone has a great rest of their weekend. And always remember to be good to each other, to be good to one another, because we're all in this community together to make it better. There's enough ugliness in the world. Let's keep our knife community perfect like it is and continue upon it daily. So, this is Blade Love. Thank you very much for joining me in the man cave. And I will be back with another video from the Sharpest Edge. Out for now.
You got the sharpest edges.